Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with some more Genshin Impact. And today we'll be doing a hangout video. I'm not sure if I've done a hangout video on my channel before. I think I recorded Cookie Shinobu, but I never uploaded it. So maybe I'll edit it and upload that one too after this one. But yeah, today we'll be doing a hangout with Shikanoin Heizou, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, Shikanoin. I was really, intrigued to see him in that Inazuma event. And yeah, I it looked like, the traveler was all like, friendly with him and stuff like that. And it was probably because you were supposed to do the hangout first, but it wasn't like required, which is kind of weird. But yeah, and I kind of want to see what Hazel is like. And so far, I haven't really seen any like, spoilers about this hangout. Usually I see, like screenshots and clips of it on the internet, but yeah, this one kind of remains a mystery and I'm kind of intrigued. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's just get it started. Here we are. Hangout event Shikanoin Heizou. Act 1, Trap Him by Storm. Yeah, as you can see, I did all of these because I was so excited for them. And plus I needed it for the Primo Gems. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've got a hangout event, right? Another hangout. I'm hoping for more Mondstadt characters, but I want like Knights of Avonius characters to hang out with other than Noelle, like Sucrose, Kaya, um, who else is there? There's no 4-star ones, huh? But yeah, I want to hang out with Sucrose, basically. Okay, first one, Act 1, Trap Him by Storm, let's go. Begin hangout. I'm in co-op since when? Anywho, let's do it,
If
for
you're
real.
not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Let's go on a walk with Hazel. Trap Him by Storm. Okay. The missing person. Go to Bantan Sango Detective Agency. Couldn't have said it better myself. Looks like we're back with Sango and Ryujii. Let's go.
What if the traveler is also unavailable? What am I supposed to do?
We'll look no further.
Well, that's your problem.
Oh,
It was your choice to get into this mess.
wait, they actually added voice acting for her. She's never had voice acting before.
Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears your savior has just arrived.
Hi.
Ah, traveler. Great, you made it.
Don't worry. I'm available.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Excuse me, girl. I got at least 2 things I could be doing right now than this. So, you better watch your attitude.
Sango?
Oh,
Compared to the traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
honestly, girl.
No, I'm very busy. I'm busy standing here. I have to stand here all day.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take, your excuse is just pathetic.
A commission you're unwilling to take?
Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain.
Explain.
A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown.
Who?
The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons.
So they're trying to keep it hush-hush?
Their name is...
Don't say it.
Kujo-Sara.
Oh
That's right. The general has gone missing.
If the general was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that?
Kujo-Sara is missing?
Please ignore Sango's nonsense, Traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizou.
How did I know? First of all, Sango, don't be doing that to me, girl, because Kujo and I are like this. So...
He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a doshin, he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
he's missing? So they're like trying to find him?
Do they think he's more competent than me?
Yeah.
We get that you don't want to help Sango.
Can you
but
please
could
go
you at
somewhere else,
least try
girl?
not to make things more difficult here?
Exactly. Exactly. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, darn it, but Sango ruined my train of thought. She ruined it.
Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Sango's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Because there are too few clues. Oh, I was about to say, how is this Shikanoin's hangout when we're supposed to be finding him? Are we supposed to be, like, you know, with him all the time?
Nope. Not even close.
Excuse me?
If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense.
Brat?
The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Oh, girl. That's petty. I like it.
Needless to say, Sango and Heizou have a bit of a history.
I see what you mean. They're competitors.
Well, it's a little more serious than that.
Excuse me?
According to Sango, Heizou was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Why is she staring at me with those eyes?
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizou has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler.
I see. So you're outsourcing it to me?
Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds.
Ooh.
I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler.
Let me think about it.
If Heizou truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side.
Are you close with him? Does that not sound a little fruity to you?
Actually, we get along great.
Oh.
But Sango has always asked me to keep my distance and not to act like I know him in public settings.
I see.
So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Shikanoin a few times. If it hadn't been for today's incident, well,
Today's
let's not get
incident?
into that. Anyway, could you please help look for him?
Understood. I'll head there immediately.
Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station. If you find Heizou, return there and report back to them.
But wouldn't we just bring him along? I guess. Ask around. He's on Watatsumi Island? No wonder they wanted me to do it. They don't like sending people there. We are back in Watatsumi Island. Oh my god, I remember being here for the first time. It was so great. So many memories. Shibata?
Oh, it's you. The captain of Swordfish 2?
Oh my god.
My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs?
I'm here for information about a specific individual. You tell Shibata about the commission to find Heizou.
So his name is Shikanoin Heizou, huh?
Yes.
Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area.
Did he?
Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant. But I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something.
He on vacation?
Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
I will. So what, he's just vacationing or something?
Come on, you guys.
Hello?
I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
Hi. How dare you? You guys. Ow. Ow.
Well, well, look who it is.
Hi. Sorry, my freaking. What's her name? Faruzan Burst is going crazy.
I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Turns out it was the distinguished traveler.
Yes, it's me.
Really, I can't thank you enough.
Have we met?
Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma.
Really now? Okay, so this is before the event, so I gotta like act like he's brand new.
Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you.
I see.
Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet.
Files?
I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand.
Where are you
Who would
now?
have guessed that you'd show up first?
I mean, you're kind of locked in a prison, so
I got so excited I nearly forgot to introduce myself.
how did you now?
The name's Shikanoin Heizou,
Aww.
Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler.
Pleasure is all mine.
I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way.
I've been commissioned to find you.
I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today.
What? Nah, I'm the main character. Don't get it twisted.
I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine.
I tried.
So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do.
Aren't you curious about whose commission it is?
That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here, because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate.
Oh.
The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi.
I mean, if you put it like that, then yeah.
Traveler, you are so dreamy.
Excuse me? Hold on now, we just met, Hazel. I mean, I'm down, but we just met.
Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you?
Now, how did you know that?
I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away?
Is it this piece of paper that I'm holding in my hand? Oh. Did you deduce it from what I'm wearing? Did you deduce it from my demeanor? Did you deduce it from what I said?
Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
Oh yeah, that's right. Paimon stays silent throughout these whole quests, which is nice. Behind your little sidekick hastily hides the commission letter she was holding. Oh! Now you're speaking?
Paimon's just here to take a look. And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick?
Oh.
Paimon was worried she might be in danger, so Paimon came to help.
Wait, so she doesn't come along with these hangouts?
Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Wait, what? Is she really breaking the out?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
Oh. Okay.
She can look, but you can't.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Don't be like
Aw.
that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice. I must admit, I'm most intrigued.
A voice? What do you mean by a voice?
Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box.
Excuse me? A vision is an external magical focus. Well, a voice is.
I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be her voice, right?
Sounds awful!
Oh.
Paimon's not somebody's voice! Paimon's emergency food!
Oh my gosh, she literally said it, bro. It's canon now.
No.
Oh.
Wait! Oh, Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon! How dare you give Paimon such a terrible nickname?
Oh, the tables have turned. The turn have tables.
We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You
I was
were
about
only
to say.
pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon.
Paimon, what are you doing in this hangout?
Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you up to?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot.
Oh. Oh, why'd you look at me like that? Yes, I'd also like to know what you're doing here, Detective Heizou.
Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war.
Uh-huh.
Kojo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryou Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya.
Did he now?
But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while.
Oh.
So I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful.
It is.
As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream.
Did you now?
The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying,
Oh my goodness. Must have been some kind of dream. Saying what?
"Something vital is missing on this island."
Wow, he whispered it.
Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air? What could it be?
Paimon bets it must be something delicious.
Ugh.
You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Okay, you're using your brain a little bit.
Oh, food, huh?
Don't ask me.
How about you, Traveler? What do you think is missing?
Don't ask me. Oh my god. It's missing Paimon. It's missing music. It's missing a deity. Maybe it was just a dream. Oh, could it be a deity?
You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interesting answer. But the Electro Archon hasn't abandoned this place. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place. So I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream?
I mean, why don't we just ask Nahida?
Some people believe that dreams represent the Divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable.
Interesting. He's a detective, but yet he really, relishes the idea of divinity, helping people. I mean, I get it that archons are real and actual people, but for a detective, I figured they'd, be more down to earth and be like, yeah, things don't happen by coincidence, basically. So, he's kind of interesting in that way.
However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of intuition.
Well, there you go. He just, proved my point.
It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished.
Uh-huh.
So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point.
Does it have anything to do with these Nobushi?
Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface. And that's when you showed up.
I'm sorry for interfering with your plans.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Oh,
These guys were just a bunch of small fries.
I want some
Besides,
small fries.
your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me find the answer to my dream.
Really?
So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery.
But I have a commission to fulfill, so I'll have to bring you back first.
Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for me because of something important?
No, they didn't.
Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee. So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together?
Ugh.
Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station, or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think?
Oh my god. I'm curious about your dream, but it's my duty to bring you back. Your dream's really out there, so I think I should bring you back. First, there's someone concerned about your safety. I think your dream's really out there. But I'll tag along since you're determined to stay. Okay, let's do this one first because I know it's gonna end real fast, right?
What a sterling example of dedication.
Wait, I gained a heart from that.
In that case, I'll accompany you back to the police station first. We can discuss the issue of Watatsumi Island later.
Right? Oh. They were stealing pearls? How dare you? I don't know what that is. Oh wait, those are... Wait, what are these? I don't remember. Okay, we're here back at the police station. I thought the quest would have ended already, but no.
Oh, look who showed up. Heizou, you're finally back. Listen, if you took any longer to come back, everyone at the police station would be toast.
How so? And I love toast.
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little unusual about the police station this time.
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madame Kujo-Sara is here and she's on the warpath, so be on the lookout.
What's that lady doing here?
That lady, she's literally the leader of your... What is it? Commission? The Tenryou Commission, yeah. And then there's the... There's the Tenryou Commission. And then there's the Kamisato... Not Kamisato, but... Darn it, I forgot what her commission was called. Anyway.
Doshin Shikanoin, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
Oh, I love you, Kujo-Sara.
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take any cases.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me. These two can attest to that.
Hey, don't bring us in this because we already have some beef with Kujo-Sara, so I'm not about to, like, you know, stir the pot.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Hi.
We're the ones who brought Hazel back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Wait, what?
Well, Madame Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoin, we commissioned Detective Ryujii from the detective agency. Shortly after, Ryujii returned to tell us, that he had given the commission to the traveler, and then...
Ugh, it used to be that the Tenryou Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us. You've done it this time, Shikanoin.
Oh.
I think I've really seen it all.
She really don't like him, huh?
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Actually, he did seem to be investigating a case. Oh my god, why am I lying for him?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even pretended to be captured by Nobushi and treasure hoarders.
Don't tell him that.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you were testifying for him, I suppose I won't ask any more questions.
But then again, should you really be trusting us?
But Since you're here, I have an extra favor to ask.
Yes? Anything for you?
I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor.
Oh.
It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly, and that he doesn't disappear and neglect his work again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Oh, yes, Traveler. I'm sure we'd all really appreciate it.
What? Oh. You cast a quick inquiring glance at Heizou. Zoom.
Heizou seems to be happy with the idea.
I got a heart. Oh. Understood. Leave it to me.
You should thank the traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoin. Otherwise, I
Doishin.
don't think I would have let you off so easily.
Doishin.
Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one. Understood?
Oh. Yes, mother.
Huh? Someone filed a complaint.
Girl, I get complaints all the time at work.
That can't be right. Why would there be a complaint letter?
You must not be doing your job properly, and now you're attracting complaints.
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madame Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizou-senpai is a real whiz
Excuse
when it
me?
comes to cracking
Hello?
cases. He's the biggest asset on our team.
Okay. Did that audio spike just happen to you guys? Because my audio just died for a second.
Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements. He's definitely no slacker.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of trouble.
Well, let me see what's the deal here. Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, you'll find the desk where new case files are kept right over there. Would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with?
I think I need to deal with your complaint letter first.
Of course, but first I have to confirm what's going on, and whether or not the letter's legit. Please, have a look at the case files first.
What was Ayaka's commission? Darn it. I don't want to look it up, but at the same time I want to look it up. It's not the Tenryo, and it's not the... Oh my lord. What commission is Ayaka from? Oh, she's from the Yashiro commission. There's the... What are the three commissions? There's the Tenryo, Kanjo, and then Yashiro. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, is this your office, Heizou? What is this? The Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. There's a slacker who claims to be the Prince of Mischief, terrorizing Hanamizaka children, have reportedly been losing valuables in the area, the bulk of which are Oni Kabuto, Genius Invocation TCG cards, and so on.
Not him again.
We already know who it is. Arrest him. The case of missing Eastern Express? The beloved dog, Eastern Express. Oh, who names their dog Eastern Express? Reportedly went missing late in the night. The owner discovered 12 canine footprints of varying sizes in the courtyard, leading to the initial assumption that the crime was carried out by a teen.
Who would give a dog such a strange name?
Oh my god. Paimon, I don't like that you're in this hangout. Leave. An approval reply for Heizou Talks Fraud. Police station, your application for the public awareness campaign Heizou Talks Fraud has been received. Following review, your station has been authorized to run the performance with Shikanoin Doishin in charge of the related work, the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission.
Heizou Talks Fraud? What's that? Sounds interesting, whatever it is.
Man, people really don't like Heizou, do they? Hey, I got done with your stuff.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye?
Honestly, the dog. Let's go with a dog named Eastern Express has gone
Another
missing.
dog's gone missing, huh? I know that the detective agency regularly receives such cases. You know, if we ever had the time, we could tally how many dogs go missing in Inazuma each day. And then... anyway, just leave that case to Uesugi. this complaint letter I received is more important.
How so?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help, I might be able to wrap up this problem.
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
Look at her face.
It's from Sango, the president of Bantan
Oh
Sango
my
Detective
goodness.
Agency. I assume you've met her before?
Yeah, I know you two have some beef, and it appears to be pretty serious.
You can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryujii case from years ago. Seriously, do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
Hmm.
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something you would do.
I'm glad she said it, not me.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover.
Oh.
Alright. Let's just go to the detective agency and talk to Sango. We'll need to speak with her to get to the bottom of this.
Are y'all gonna fight? Is that what's gonna happen? Behold.
Welcome back, Mr. Heizou. I'm glad you're all right. How about some tonkatsu?
I would
you
love
must have
some.
missed the taste of home after so long.
Maybe next time, Ryujii. Seems like somebody's
Ryujii?
been expecting me. And I'm afraid they're only gonna be disappointed once again.
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Heizou. What nonsense were you talking about just now?
Oh, girl. Girl.
I've been worried about you, you know. So much so that I took the trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryou Commission. Well, was it sufficiently flattering for you?
Oh my god. How could... I don't know how people live like this.
Uh-oh, they're at it again.
Let's not waste the traveler's time, Sango. Just tell me, what do you want?
Fine by me. My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryujii case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
What?
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Oh my god, look at his face.
Enough! You can only fool Ryujii with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryou Commission. I will not give up on this case.
Wait, hold on.
Paimon.
Someone please explain what's going on here. Paimon doesn't have a clue what you two are talking about.
Exactly, so just stay out of it.
All right, let me explain. Several years ago, a terrible murder took
Oh
place
my
in the police
goodness.
station. I was still working at the Tenryou Commission then, and the victim was actually my dear boss.
Let me guess, you were accused of murdering him.
Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryujii case.
I was about to say, it's literally your name, bro. Wait, so you think that he did it? You think that he did it because why else would you want this case to be reopened?
Also, Heizou wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency. Which at the time was called the Bantan Sango and Heizou Detective Agency.
Really now?
Huh? That's crazy! But, wait. Then why did Heizou leave?
Oh.
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Sango then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off. Am I right, Detective Shikanoin?
Shikanoin.
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Heizou was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed.
So she's just paranoid at this point.
Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside, which is why he left the detective agency.
And which is why he never came back.
Ha! That's what I thought too. I was foolish enough to believe that Detective Shikanoin and I shared a common goal. But I was wrong about him. He has no sense of loyalty at all. He
Yeesh.
just wanted to become an official as a means of gaining fame and fortune.
Come on, stop exaggerating. Let me set the record straight here. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside investigation. That's just somebody's wishful thinking. Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case later from within the police station. My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught was in fact the real murderer. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police station, I did exactly as she asked. I didn't hide anything.
He's lying right through his teeth.
Girl, I think you're kind of delusional.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If she's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore.
Whoa. Huh?
Huh?
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, say it.
Oh.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the Traveler by any means, and let her investigate the truth on her own.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Well, Traveler, are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryujii case and find the truth? You can bill me later for however much you'd like as compensation.
Ooh.
Sango, really? However much they want?
Money is valuable, no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason I started this agency. The Ryujii case is the only case I failed to solve. I am willing to give you anything.
Wow. No, I don't want to do it for free. Bruh, where's the other options at?
All right. I'm counting
Of course
on
I
you,
got a
Traveler.
heart from that.
You hear that, Detective Shikanoin? Ha! Now we just need to wait and see.
All right, I got it. No need to keep yammering like that. You'll scare the kids next door.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god, it's the freaking sign in the back. Look at it. Look at it.
Come on, let's go back to the police station.
Okay. Interesting. So now we're gonna resolve a murder?
Following me.
But then again, it's like, why do you want to reopen the case? Won't that mean your employee will go to jail? So if I was Ryujii, I'd quit ASAP.
All right, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archives to get the case files.
Why don't I get it?
For now, why don't you go and chat with Ryujii Owada over there? He worked on this case too back in the day.
Seem to really want me to look into this.
No, you misunderstand. It's not that I want you to look into this. It's just that you're the only one who can.
Really?
You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities and abilities, so I hope your findings can finally convince her and put an end to this whole thing. Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows what she'll do in the future.
Why do you sound scared?
All right, I'll go get those case files. You go ahead and talk to Ryujii Owada for a while.
Ryujii Owada. Hello, Ryujii Owada. Which one are you, bro? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, Ryujii is a title and then Owada is his name. Interesting.
Oh, hello there.
Hi. Heizou sent me to talk to you about the Ryujii case.
The Ryujii case. Oh, so you want to reinvestigate that one?
Yeah?
That was several years ago now, but I still remember it clearly. It's pretty hard to forget something like that. Especially when the victim was the head of this police station.
Excuse me?
His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan.
What?
He was really one of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryou Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. Who would have guessed someone was plotting against him?
They said Ryujii was the top suspect.
People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryujii saw Takatsukasa Isamu like a father. Ryujii was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. It was Isamu who really took him under his wing. Ryujii was simple and not particularly bright, but he was very loyal to those who treated him well.
I see.
He's also hardworking. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him and decided to keep Ryujii by his side. Ryujii worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really think Ryujii would do anything to harm him?
So, then why was Ryujii convicted? Even Paimon can tell that's a mistake.
Because they couldn't find the killer.
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryujii received his conviction. Moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo-Sara.
Oh my god. Okay, what?
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
What do you think, Owada?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight is poor. I can't see too clearly anymore.
What is that supposed to mean? Talk sense.
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada, there's nothing to see. It's obvious that the Kujo clan did it.
No, you did not just say that.
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryou Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? And Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring down the Kujo clan.
Oh.
At that time, no one was held in higher regard than Isamu.
Interesting. So the plot thickens.
So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki must have been planning it all along, that rascal.
Rascal.
Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires, Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been too young. The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction? So he decided to strike first.
That's a very bold accusation.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
No, it's true.
Oh my
It's
God.
the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why would an impartial person like Madame Kujo-Sara sign Ryuji's conviction so quickly? They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsukasa clan, so Kujo Takayuki must have told her to sign it immediately. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo-Sara of anything, mind you. I respect her very much. But maybe she had no other choice.
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo-Sara must have had her own reasons.
What about the real murderer who was later caught by Sango?
The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. I have to admit, he wasn't easy to track down. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out that after poisoning Isamu, Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on,
Really?
the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
What?
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his
Ugh.
trail. Probably because he knew it was only a matter of time before he would be caught.
Okay, this quest is really dark for Genshin Impact quests, you know? So far we've had like, you know, funny quests, silly quests, but this one's like crazy. It's kind of immersion breaking because it's like Genshin Impact finally, you know, starting to act like a real world basically.
Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone. I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation. After all, Shiroyama had a family to feed.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that at all.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. We all knew that Ryujii was just a scapegoat. You think the Takatsukasa clan wouldn't figure that out? They're not stupid. So, they were suspicious of the Kujo clan and invited Sango to take the case. However, the Kujo clan were still a step ahead and were able to remove themselves from the situation before the whole thing blew up. They drove Shirayama to take all the blame as well as his own life. A perfectly clean cut for the Kujo clan.
Okay, now that's just far out there.
With Shirayama dead, there was no one left to testify. Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's a wonder nobody's asked you to be an advisor yet.
Oh,
Hey, that's their loss.
The whole thing is starting to sound complicated.
Hey, I
ugh.
brought the files. I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh? But don't believe everything they say. After all, people can tell you anything, and it's hard to separate truth from rumors without facts. So what really matters is the case files. Everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Please, take a look. Remember, you may find many clues during an investigation, but not all of them are useful. And in some cases, the clues you will find will not only be useless, but downright misleading.
What?
Also, if a clue cannot corroborate anything on its own, you can always compare it with other clues, and maybe then you'll find what you're looking for. Okay, that should just about do it. I'm looking forward to your results.
Hold on. What actually counts as a result?
Usually, you need to find two things from these clues: a proven motive and proven means. Once you can confirm these two things, the criminal can be proven guilty.
I understand.
All right, you can go ahead and get started now. I look forward to hearing your verdict.
Oh my god, is this a mini game? Hello? What do I do?
So, what did you find?
Wait, what? Nothing. I'll keep looking through
Sure.
the files.
Let me know.
How do we look through the files, bro? Do I have him in my bag? Do I have him in my bag? Is this it? An official? No. How do we look through it? Oh. Duh. In his office. The autopsy report of Takatsu Kasa. Oh, don't jump. The deceased, Takatsu 41 years old. Clothes intact. Clothes and neck at the time of death. No visible trauma observed on the body. No sign of struggle. The throat was congested and swollen, caused by a cold before his death. Local ulceration was found in the stomach and intestines, caused by a novel toxin found in the stomach contents. Stomach contents include partially undigested soft rice residue, a small volume of fish liver paste residue, the main ingredient of which is highly concentrated fish liver extract, a valuable nutritional supplement. Small volume of cold medicine residue containing a large amount of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Appears to be specifically prepared medicine from the Office of Forensic Science. Small volume of novel toxin residue, which was found to be the same toxin discovered in the homes of Ryujii and Shiroyama. Cause of death: abdominal mucous membrane disease plus respiratory and circulatory failure triggered by the novel toxin.
Yikes. He ate all kinds of stuff.
Girl, you eat everything. I said you eat everything. A week before the incident, Master Takatsukasa Isamu caught a cold and lost his appetite. Rice was all he could eat, and he had been taking some special cold medicine. Did he get COVID, girl? The night before the incident, he had yet to recover and was still busy with his work, so I was worried about his health. When Dr. Shiroyama came to deliver the medicine, I consulted him about a health supplement. Dr. Shiroyama said fish liver paste could help boost his immune system. So I went to the forensic office to retrieve some and gave it to Master Takatsukasa. But by the next day, really, Master Takatsukasa was so kind to me, I swear I wouldn't ever do that to him.
Come to think of it, Shiroyama was a forensic doctor. He could easily pull off something like...
Can we get it? Why'd you turn me around? Shirayama's testament. I murdered Takatsukasa Isamu. I poisoned his cold medicine. Though he appeared to be honest and honorable in public, in secret, he asked me to search out a new type of poison to get rid of those who opposed him. He also said that if I refused, he would have me thrown in prison. He used my family to blackmail me. He left me with no choice. I killed him with the new type of poison that I had someone purchase for me at the International Trade Association. To protect myself, I later framed my colleague, Ryujii. But now it's only a matter of time before the detective uncovers everything. I know that I've made a big mistake and that there is no escaping it now. Only death awaits me. I merely ask that my family be spared.
This is the key to proving that Shiroyama was the murderer, right? That is, if he was telling the truth, of course.
Could have been done under duress? A note placed with Shirayama's testament. After comparing the handwriting, it was confirmed to have been written by the deceased Takatsukasa Isamu. Shirayama, long time no see. I trust the thing I asked you for is in progress. I paid a visit to your home today while you weren't around. Thankfully, your wonderful wife welcomed me in. She's a fine woman, a perfect match for you. Your wife is 5 months pregnant, I believe. Fancy that, my wife too. I took the liberty of returning once more to provide her with some health supplements. So even help administer them to her myself. She was most grateful indeed. You will be equally grateful to me, no doubt. Then don't keep me waiting.
Takatsukasa
What?
Isamu seems like a thoughtful person, but something about the tone sounds weird.
God darn it, stop turning me around. Okay, so Takatsukasa sound like he was blackmailing him, but we don't know the whole thing. Conviction of Ryujii. The suspect Ryujii, 20 years old, Doishin, a subordinate of the deceased Takatsukasa Isamu. Ryujii grew to resent his boss, Takatsukasa Isamu, following a conflict at work. He then secretly bought a bottle of poison to kill him in revenge. Unused poison was later found in the suspect Ryuji's house. For the crime of premeditated murder, Ryujii is ordered to remain in temporary incarceration awaiting trial. This file shall be kept as evidence. Signed, Kujo Sara.
Ryuji's conviction really was signed by Kujo Sara. But now we know she had it wrong.
Research log from the Office of Forensic Science. It's blank. Excuse me? Looks like someone tore out a few pages.
That's weird. There's nothing here. This must be some of the false information that Heizou told us to look out for.
Unless he ripped it out himself. Research log from the Office of Forensic Science. Why would that be ripped out? The suspect Shiroyama, 22 years old. Jesus, he's so young. Forensic doctor, a subordinate of the deceased Takatsukasa Isamu. Shiroyama grew to resent his boss. Oh my god. Literally the same freaking thing. Unused poison was later yada yada yada. For the crime of premeditated murder. Sentenced to death. Punishment cannot be carried out as the suspect ended his own life. Signed, Kujo Sara.
So Shiroyama's conviction was also signed by Kujo Sara. Just like Ryuji's.
She just be signing everything left and right. Toxicology report. On the toxin that caused Takatsukasa Isamu's death. An odorless, tasteless, and inert substance, soluble in water but insoluble in other substances. Has the properties of a synthetic toxin. It appears as a fine white powdery substance in its normal state. Tentative oh my god. Tentative name, white powder. Tentative. The station has investigated the ledgers of all domestic commerce guilds. No transactions recorded for such an item was found.
A synthetic toxin? What's that?
Is that all you had to say about that woman? Bro, can we talk to you?
Hey, traveler. Investigating a case isn't so easy, is it? Don't worry. I'll tell you all you need to know.
About President Sango.
Huh, Sango? The Takatsukasa clan really hired an amazing detective, didn't they? She comes to the station to submit applications every now and then, and has been constantly requesting to reinvestigate the Ryujii case. But Heizou has always prevented her from doing so. I really didn't expect that she'd go as far as writing a complaint letter, though. Phew, she's relentless.
Phew.
As for why Heizou Senpai has
Don't
been
say that.
keeping her away from the case, I think he's afraid that Sango would be putting herself in danger. After all, we're talking about the murder of an important man. That can be deep water if you're not careful. Sango may run a detective agency, but in the end, she's just an ordinary person.
So are they friends?
Well, not exactly. I've pretty much seen them argue every time they meet. But Heizou might still consider her as an old friend. I heard that he used to work with Sango. Sometimes he'd ask me to hand over less pressing cases to the detective agency. I guess he just wants to support Sango's business. Heizou Senpai is a good person, there's no doubt about that.
Okay, I regret talking to you, so I'm not gonna talk to you.
So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion?
Yes, I did.
Really? You found the criminal's motive and means that quickly? Awesome. Alright, let's talk about the motive first. What clue reveals the criminal's motive?
Wait, what? Shirayama's testament and Ryuji's testimony. Shirayama's testament and Takatsukasa's Isamu's message.
Excellent work. According to the victim's message, the two had deep conflicts. Although we cannot confirm whether the poison had been requested by the victim or not, it is true that Isamu used Shiroyama's family to blackmail him. Such circumstances could be enough motive for Shiroyama to commit the crime.
But wasn't Takatsukasa Isamu good to Shiroyama? He even went to Shiroyama's house to bring health supplements.
Paimon, you're reading that wrong.
But maybe he didn't really bring health supplements. Maybe it was something bad.
Bad.
Is that what you think, Paimon? Well, we later found out that what Takatsukasa Isamu sent to Shiroyama's house was indeed health supplements. But if you consider the circumstances, what he sent wasn't important. What was important is that sending the supplements was actually a dangerous signal.
Why?
Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's supplements at any time. If you really care about her safety, then get me what I want.
So scary! Your assumption sounds like a real threat. You're not really that dark inside, are you?
No, Paimon, people are all good.
You don't really catch criminals by standing in the light, do you? Basically, these two clues work to verify each other, and the murderer's motive is confirmed. Now, all that's left is the means of the crime.
Uh-huh.
Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you find?
The criminal's means? Yes, I did. The criminal's means. That one?
This blank research log? I don't see how it can explain anything. Perhaps you should give it some more thought.
This blank. What do you mean blank? Nothing yet. The autopsy report of Takatsu Isamu Shiroyama's testament and toxology report. Ah!
Maybe you've seen enough fun.
No! That one?
Bingo!
I got my heart
The
back.
autopsy report confirms
Yay.
that the cause of death was a special toxin, The testament indicates that Shiroyama used his position as a forensic expert to mix the toxin into the cold medicine taken by the deceased.
Really?
But is that really the truth? Is it not possible that the toxin was mixed into the fish liver paste? Well, according to the toxicology report, this white powder only dissolves in water. Neither rice nor the fish liver paste could be used as a carrier of the toxin. The cold medicine was the only option. Putting the poison elsewhere would not only fail to guarantee a lethal dose, but would also increase the chance of it being noticed by the deceased. Therefore, the means is also confirmed.
Add that to the motive for the crime and... Whoa!
Hmm.
So the murderer really was Shiroyama!
Hmm.
Yep, pretty clear cut, wouldn't you say? Look, I really don't know what Sango is so suspicious about.
Why don't we ask her?
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut. Huh. You could say it's almost too clear cut.
I have some questions, girl.
Oh? Well, let's hear them. What's bugging you?
That missing report. I was about to say, why is the research log from the office blank? Did someone tear some pages? But Shiriyama said it was bought at the International Trade Association. Based on the convictions written by Kujo-Sara, the two committed the same crime. Why are there different punishments? Oh, I didn't see that one. I mean, I did, but I didn't notice it. But this one.
This also puzzles me. Maybe someone doesn't want us being privy to the content inside, or maybe Shiroyama tore a bunch of pages out by accident. But regardless, this isn't essential to the case. Like I said before, a lot of what comes up in an investigation is irrelevant information. The crucial elements are Shiroyama's motive and means, which we have established.
The toxicology report mentioned that this poison isn't sold. This one.
Very nice. Top marks for attention to detail. It doesn't have any real bearing on the case, but let me explain how that works for you. So, why would Madame Kujo-Sara sign one conviction sentencing Ryujii to temporary incarceration awaiting trial, and another conviction sentencing Shiroyama to death? You may have heard some rumors back at the station that when this case first came up, the Kujo clan higher-ups were in dire need of a scapegoat to keep the Takatsukasa clan off their backs. And poor Ryujii became the successful candidate.
Aww.
In less than a week, the conviction was drafted, sent to Madame Kujo-Sara, and signed. Allegedly, she knew what it was about as soon as she saw it, and signed it with no questions asked. But anyone who buys this story clearly doesn't know that much about Madame Kujo-Sara. She's the most principled person in the entire Tenryou Commission, for goodness sake. So, how would she respond to a case filled with unanswered questions and no confession from the suspect?
Oh, you mean...
Exactly. Before she signed it, she changed Ryuji's conviction from the death sentence to temporary incarceration.
Whoa.
Ryujii escaped a disastrous fate without ever realizing it. Had Madame Kujo-Sara not changed his sentence, Sango would have been seeking justice for a dead man.
Why was Sara so lenient with Ryujii?
That's the wrong question. This wasn't about Ryujii, but Madame Kujo-Sara's principles. The conviction could have been for a Ryujii, a Guji, heck, even a Tanuki, and she would have made the same decision. Given
Why'd
the
you kill a
enormous pressure
Tanuki?
she was under at the time, I'd say she did the most she could. Don't you think?
Pressure? Really? Was someone higher up putting pressure on Sara?
The pressure came from all sides. The deceased was the leader of the police station and the rising star of the Takatsukasa clan. All eyes were on this case. How this became reduced to the unimaginative rumor that Madame Kujo-Sara convicted Ryujii under pressure from her superiors, I have no idea.
Ugh. Rumors here, conspiracy theories there. Lies at every turn.
Fortunately, Madame Kujo-Sara works in an open and transparent manner, and pays no heed to rumors like this. She just rolls her eyes and forgets all about them.
How you know?
Just because she has never publicly clarified the truth doesn't mean she was hiding anything. So when I asked her about it, saying it was relevant to a case I was working on, she just told me how it was. Believe me, in this case, more than any other, I have checked every last detail.
Toxicology report mentioned. Okay.
Maybe the report was wrong. The International Trade Association is a gathering place for merchants from all over. Countless merchants pass through the port of Rito every day. It's natural for there to be a couple of missing records here or there.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that.
Well, I've answered all your lingering questions, and you've checked all the material the police station has, so... What do you think? Case closed?
Paimon still feels like something doesn't add up. But then again, Heizou did give us all the files the police station had. Ugh, this is annoying.
We've seen everything that the police station has. Now I see the problem.
I don't follow. Enlighten me.
At the detective agency, you told Sango I've disclosed everything that the police station has on the case. When we started to look at the files, you said to us everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Just now you said it again, you've checked all the material the police station has.
Right! Why do you keep emphasizing police station every single time?
You tell me. Why do I keep emphasizing police station every time?
You tell me. Because you're trying to hint that there's other information that the police station doesn't have. I got a
we're
heart.
Finally here, huh? I was starting to think our investigation was about to end a little early. That would have been a real shame. And alive, you finally saw through my little game. You're absolutely right. There is other information that the police station doesn't have. Reason being? It's my own evidence.
Excuse me.
And this evidence should help answer a couple of your questions more clearly. Why was the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? And where did the white powder come from?
Aha! Paimon knew you were keeping secrets!
Don't you have secrets too?
Wait.
No? Nope. Definitely not.
Excuse me? Did we just get some crazy Paimon lore? Oh my god. That was so suspicious, Paimon. How dare you?
Let's talk somewhere else. This isn't the best place for this discussion. This is a quiet spot. Let's talk here. All right. Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
What? You tore it.
But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time!
It's not
All
like
this
you think.
time.
I wasn't the one who tore out the pages.
So you found them.
Look, just read it over first.
Acidic nutrients extracted from the Sunsetia were mixed with the oil extracted from the fish liver. When the mixture was purified, the formation of a fine, powdery substance was observed. Over the course of a week, 4 spores to whom this substance had been administered suffered first from damaged and diseased skin, mucous membranes, followed by a respiratory failure, then death. The mixing and purification procedure was then repeated, but replacing the Sunsetia with concentrated Sunsetia juice and the fish liver with concentrated fish liver paste. A large quantity of the powdery substance was produced. When 4 spores were administered this dose, the time of death was reduced from 1 week to a few hours. See appendix for lethal dose analysis. Researcher Shiroyama.
Finished? Do you see now?
So he created the poison.
The method used by the perpetrator to commit his crime wasn't by putting the white powder in the cold medicine.
He put it in the fish liver paste?
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Where'd you conjure that answer up from? Try again.
I thought they were the same answers. The cold medicine and the fish liver paste were mixed to form the white powder.
That's correct. The white powder was Shiroyama's invention. As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsukasa Isamu. The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryujii into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
Modus operandi.
Oh, that's awful. One was medicine, and the other was an expensive nutritional supplement. Both completely harmless.
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it.
Why didn't Shirayama admit this in his testament? There was no need for him to hide it.
It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Excuse me?
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log?
I was about to say.
It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around and found out that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki before joining the police station.
Wait, what?
The Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with funds to study forensic science. I guess you could say that Kujo Takayuki's investment paid dividends in this case. Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. Kujo Takayuki had lost his grip on power, and the Tenryou Commission was undergoing a general reshuffle. To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo Sara put me in charge of building a case against Kujo Takayuki. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and every package until finally, I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste.
What?
But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying inside.
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryujii all along. What a nasty piece of work.
Let's review the whole case from the top. First, Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf. But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused. Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted Shiroyama's arm by making a veiled threat to harm his family. All Shiroyama could do was to secretly report everything to Kujo Takayuki. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryujii's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama's orders, completely unaware of the fact that he was being used as a pawn and that this was a key ingredient needed to create the poison. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryujii the fall guy, until the death sentence was stalled when it reached Madame Kujo Sara.
Whoa.
In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two.
Huh, then why wouldn't Shirayama just, say the truth?
And yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy, that Takayuki. He must have wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future, and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic. We've got to report this to A. Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse.
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses. Besides, Ryujii directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He had no motive.
But he's still innocent, right? Isn't it just a coincidence? Paimon really doesn't get how the law works.
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But in practice, Ryujii may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryujii.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryujii would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. That's why he thought of Takatsukasa Isamu as a father figure. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or if Sango just hired him as a gopher, or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him.
So why are you revealing the truth to me today?
Well, as you can see, I'm a little less confident than people might think. To prevent Ryujii from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back?
Held him back?
Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Heizou, no problem's too difficult for you."
I guess that's true.
But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. It must have taught you a lot. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. Right? So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or not.
I need to think about that.
Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. Let's just say I'm leaving this teensy tiny matter up to you. All right, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryujii and Sango your verdict.
I'm telling the truth. What you mean? What do you mean?
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Heizou. You're back already, huh? I bet you're tired. Well, I just bought some tonkatsu. Care to join me? There's plenty for everyone.
We'd love to. But wouldn't you like to hear the results of our investigation first?
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first.
Try to poison us?
Besides, if Sango's not happy with the results, we might not have anything to eat later.
Come on, Ryujii, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Okay then. Over to you, Heizou and Traveler.
Don't worry, just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts you, as do I.
Sango was wrong about Heizou and the murder. Why would we, Detective Heizou, hid some evidence? Oh, okay, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that person. Whoa!
But how? How could
I
this
got a
be?
heart.
Huh. So, that's what really happened?
Ryujii, I know it's hard to accept, but...
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomachache. Sango, can I take the day off?
What?
Sure, of course. Take the week if you need it.
He just left.
Oh, Paimon hopes Ryujii will be okay.
I didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Well, it's all your fault.
Just give him some time to himself. I think he'll eventually come to accept it.
I'm still a little worried, though. What if he doesn't come to work tomorrow?
You literally just said you just gave him the week off, woman.
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango. You need some time to process all of this, too.
She said, take the week off. And she's like, what if he doesn't come to work tomorrow? Oh, we gotta wait, darn it. Bruh, this freaking hangout quest is long and this is only one hangout arc. Oh my goodness.
Ah, you're here. Don't worry. Ryujii came earlier this morning.
He did, but we were standing here the whole time. How did we not see him?
I guess he can handle a lot more than I'd thought. I was honestly worried he'd suffer a breakdown. But as of today, it seems he'll be fine.
Is he not here?
He went over to Natsuke Nogen Crafts to buy something.
Let's go find him then. Shall we?
Before you go, Heizo, I kind of understand now what you meant when you left.
Oh, really? I'm happy to hear you say that. All right, time to find Ryujii.
Hmm.
Look! There's Ryuji! With a little kid, too!
You got pink hair.
Playing our toys?
You got pink hair just like you. Are y'all siblings? Hiya, hiya, ha.
Uncle Ryuji, was my daddy handsome? I've
Oh,
never
that's
seen
right,
what he
'cause
looked like.
she was not born yet.
Of course. Takatsukasa Isamu was a very handsome man. Also, it's not uncle. Call me brother.
Ew, why?
But you look so old.
Oh.
Well, I'm still your brother.
Huh? How come?
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh? Who are you guys?
Why do you have pink hair?
We're friends with your big brother Ryujii, and with your father, too.
Oh, really? Yay! I've met loads of my daddy's friends today. Can you tell me some stories about him? I really want to hear them.
Dad was a bad man.
Sure. Why, I know enough stories about your old man that if I started talking now, you'd be all grown up before I finished them.
Wow, that's amazing! Well, I don't want to grow up too soon then. Maybe when I'm 100.
Oh.
No, 200 years old. No, 300 years old. Yep, I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before I become a grown-up, so that I can make sure I finish all the stories first.
Are you Klee? That's it. Some things are always more important than the truth. Interesting. Do I really want to do another one, guys? Why? Holy crap. Okay. So we can take a different case? Oh, we get a different answer. Okay, let's do this one where we instead where we don't reveal the truth. Sango was wrong.
Well, what do you know? I suspected that was the case. Please rest in peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No, impossible! Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file carefully?
I did. Oh, why are you laughing?
Ugh! No, you little... Shikanoin Heizou! You didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Songo, no accusations without evidence, remember?
The truth is out and the case is closed, Sango. Please don't send any more of your harassment letters to the Tenryo Commission. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler. I'll be sure to properly thank you later. Until then, see ya.
Hey, you're not going anywhere!
That was it? Oh, she has a broom and everything. Wow, that one was kind of, you know, short-ended. Had no emotion to it. Darn it, do I really want to do another one? I've been recording for a while, you guys. For a while. Actually, let's just make these separate videos, alright? So that was the Ryujii story arc. Well, that'll be it for this video. I wasn't really expecting it to be a multiple part video because, you know, hangouts were supposed to be short and stuff, but wow. Heizou's event hangout was really long and I didn't really expect that. So we did get to see both endings for the Ryujii story arc. So I know there was like the other like 3 options he had for us in the beginning, right? About his stream and stuff. So I feel like there's gonna be even longer story arcs about those, so I guess we'll make this like, you know, a separate video. Yeah, so I really do enjoy hanging out with him. Like more so than like more than I thought I would because I thought, he'd be like, snarky and just like, kind of silly in a way, but no, he's like pretty serious and down to earth. So, yeah, I really like enjoying Hi- Hazo's hangout. So hopefully his other hangout story arcs are pretty good too, like this one was. Because this one really kept me interested because it was like, solving a murder and stuff. So it was kind of, how do you say it? Not immersive, but like engaging. There it is. It was really engaging. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.